All right, well, I heard today's Squardle was interesting and maybe challenging, so I'm going to take a look at it. This is the daily Squardle, which has 6 words. If you're not familiar with Squardle, it's like Wordle on a grid. We're guessing a row and a column at the same time. This 10 is how many guesses we have remaining, and the other day I didn't do my media and cough start, and the first word was media. So let's do media and cough today. It's not going to be the word, but okay. A lot of times I do a 3-word start on the daily Squirtles, but the nice thing about the 2-word start is it gets us some good letters and doesn't use as many guesses. So got an M and an A in the row, I in the column, I in this one of these two. We've got a C in the column, an O in one of these two, O in one of these two. Okay, so I mean we could do something with an O second right now. That would be good because we would locate, the O's potentially. We're either going to get an O or we're going to know that the O is over here. There is an E in the grid somewhere. We could do an E at the end. That's pretty good. Or we could do like an ER. That's pretty good too. Something like this. There is an A in both of them though. So do I want to do the... we could do OA with the E at the end. That could be good. Something like that, but what? Or maybe not an E. Maybe do the OA, because you could do an E a lot of places, but my first thought is something like coast. But neither one of those can be a C. Could do boast, we could do roast. Roast is better. Roast is better. R is a good letter. Let's do R, S, and T are good letters. Let's do roast. Okay, well the O's were good. The O's are good. The A's are not there. All right. So there's an A. I mean, so there's either an A here or there's an A in both of these spots. Which is certainly possible. You could do something like coral, but we don't have we have an R here. We don't have a C though. But there's an R. Ooh, there's an so there's an A fourth or fifth, and there's an R third or fourth, because it can't be fifth down here. So it would have to be there. Something like coral. Otherwise, it could be an A here and an R there. Something like cobra, but again, no C. Well, let's go with that for now. If the A is there, then this is an I, which is reasonable. Okay, we're at the beginning here. We've got an M-A-R in the row. We have an I in the column, and that is about all we know. We need to have... It's not looking like there's an E in this last row and column, because it would have to be after the O, basically, because you could do EA, I guess, at the end. AE isn't great. EA is not great either. So it would have to be after the O. I'm thinking the E is in the middle somewhere here. All right, so we could do ER right there. That could be good. That could be good. We would need to have... There's no U. We can't have O or A or E second over here. So this would have to be an I probably. It's not terrible. Okay, well, we've got M, A, and R. We've got I don't know. There's a lot of things we could do. We could do an I here actually. Something like inner. Oop. That's not bad. C down here. That's good for the row, but not great for the column. What about moral? Something like vocal or local? ARM? Something like charm, but it can't be a C. Or alarm, but it can't be an A at the beginning. We need an S. Swarm is really good. I think that's a good chance. I'm gonna go for it. Yes. Okay. Swarm. All right. Nice. So we're getting somewhere. So we've got attic, inter. Yep, inter. We've got the I. This is local or vocal. Ending in a V here isn't gonna be very good. So let's go local. Still is possible. We do have the white T here, but I'm thinking, okay, so let's do. Should we go with the, I mean, we did swarm. Let's do the row inter. Okay, and then I think it's gonna be local. Is there any reason to do something different? I don't think so. Oh, it's not local. Oh, okay. Could it be vocal? How would that even work? Focal and stiff. Stiff. It's not stiff. Skiff. Skiff? Did I know it wasn't stiff? Was there a clue that would have told me it wasn't a T? I don't think so. All right, well, let's do, oh, I didn't even notice it's not attic, it's antic. But I didn't do attic, I did inter. So I didn't get the T that would have told me that wasn't a T. It's antic. Antic, okay. Well, it worked out well because inter had the N, and then it's gotta be skiff, right? I think it's gotta be skiff. Okay, what is it? Spiff? No. It's not a T, it's not a P, it's not a W. Sniff. Sniff. Oh. Oh man, well I should have ended up with a lot more than 4 guesses at the end, but I mean it wasn't like I was in danger of failing, but wow, I got lucky with the N from inter giving me antic instead of attic, although if I guessed attic, I would have missed attic, but I would have known it wasn't stiff, but then but I don't think were there any clues to tell me that was an N? I don't think there were. Because we already had N's in the grid, so I don't think there was. And so, I mean, skiff and spiff were just as good options because we hadn't done a K or a P yet. So, all right, well, sometimes that's the way it goes. You get down to one letter and there's just too many possibilities still, so. Anyways, it was an interesting one. Swarm, inter, focal, sniff, antic, and moral. Several of them that had lots of possibilities. Antic and attic, focal and vocal and local, and all the sifs. But there you go. All right, well, if you did today's Daily Squirtle, let me know how it went for you. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.